Hi, this is Mike from Music Ministry 101. In this video, we're going to be practicing the Gospel Acclamation for the second Sunday of Advent. I'll play and sing it first, and then I have a great tip for you, and then we'll do a karaoke version at the end. Before we get into the video, I wanted to share a quick announcement with you. I'm going to be running a small private coaching group where I get to work with you directly. So whatever you aspire to be as a singer and even as a person, I want to help you get from point A to point B. Maybe you just want to become a more spiritual person where the psalms and the songs that you sing can come across to the congregation much more clearly and on a much higher and deeper level. Whatever it is, whether it be breath support or maybe you get stage fright, I want to help you get over those issues. So that's why I'm setting up a small private coaching group where I can work with you directly. Now, since the pandemic broke, I stopped working with singers because choirs suddenly evaporated. And that's after 15 years of working with vocalists. 15 years, and then we had to stop. You probably had a similar experience. So now that I know what's possible with the online formats, I'm getting back into coaching. So, if you'd like to work with me directly, go to www.musicministry101.com/application, fill out the short application, we'll get on the phone together and make sure that you're a good fit for the group and that I can help you with what you are struggling with. This is all about results. Small coaching group, everyone is going to see massive results over the course of the 12 weeks. So I hope to see you in the program. Fill out an application if you're interested. And now let's get to your regular scheduled broadcast. All right, prepare the way of the Lord. That is a significant part of the season of Advent. And what I wanted to talk to you about today is basically how you can become the person that proclaims this. Prepare the way of the Lord. Now, when I look at a lot of different cantors, a lot of times we are very humble servants, right? And sometimes that means our message becomes a little distorted, a little bit unclear, because we think, who am I to be in this role as a cantor? And we have doubts in our abilities to proclaim and to say to the people, prepare the way of the Lord. And we need to rid ourselves of that because basically we're just being an instrument of God's word to the people. We're kind of this mediary, and we have to allow God's message to get through us to the people in the way that he intended it. So when this was said, prepare the way of the Lord, it probably wasn't like this, prepare the way of the Lord, right? It was probably, prepare the way of the Lord. It was a proclamation that he is coming. And so we have to allow that to happen by letting this message, again, flow through us. So I want to tell you a quick story. When I was doing my first semester in the master's program for conducting, I was conducting this piece by Tchaikovsky, right? It was very emotional, very romantic piece. And I did it the first time, and one of my professors said, you have to allow yourself to act as a different person in a way. Like, we know that maybe Michael Carney, would be more confined, more reserved. But when you're doing this music, you have to allow the music to speak. And so you have to allow yourself to be emotional, and you have to, in a way, fake it until you make it, or act in that way so that the music can flow through you, basically. And the same thing applies here. So after he released my personality, so to speak, he allowed me to experience what is it like not to be attached to Michael Carney for a moment, and to just let this music speak, and to speak what this music has to say through me. Very interesting topic. And it freed me up to do things that I would never have done as, if I was trying to confine myself to just be Michael Carney. I hope that makes sense. What I'm trying to say, though, is that you just have to allow it to happen. So if you're a more shy person, you have to allow yourself to act in the way that allows you to proclaim this message. Prepare the way of the Lord, make straight his path. And you have to proclaim that to the people because God is acting through you. All right, let's try a karaoke version. Here we go. Don't forget to proclaim the message. We'll do the refrain one time. All right, I hope you have a great second Sunday of Advent. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and you found my tips to be helpful, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. But also, feel free to share the video with other cantors that might be doing some of the same repertoire. All right, have a great Sunday, and I'll see you in another video.